When I first heard that they were making a Twisted Metal show on Peacock, I was a lot like the rest of you. I was apprehensive. I was worried that they were going to strip away everything that makes Twisted Metal really Twisted Metal. You can check it out on Peacock on July 27th. It has all 10 episodes go up at once, so you can binge the hell out of it. Get through it and get it done. Let's go through the deeper parts of this review of Twisted Metal. So, Twisted Metal, it has an incredibly simple premise, like almost too simple. Like it's like is there something else that they added or whatever? Why is this simple? But it stars Anthony Mackie, it stars Stephanie Beatriz, it stars Will Arnett as the voice of Sweet Tooth, it stars wrestling star Samoa Joe as the body of Sweet Tooth, it stars Neve Campbell, Thomas Hayden Church, and some other people. It's got a pretty stacked all-star cast here. Anthony Mackie is the real highlight. He is just so full of energy, so full of charisma, so full of fun in this role. Everybody in this movie knows exactly what they're there to do. They know that it's a show about cars crashing into each other, blowing up, clowns, lots of muscle-bound clowns. The premise of it is incredibly simple. Anthony Mackie is John Doe, the milkman. He goes up and down the state of California after a virus wipes out basically all of electronics in the world. You know, the internet's not there. So we're basically stuck in like the late 90s or the year 2000. It's kind of like the Y2K whole thing like that. The clothes, the culture, everything, it's just all rooted in the 90s. For those people out there that remember playing Twisted Metal in your dorm rooms, your cousins' houses, your Toys R Us, demo disc kiosks, whatever, however you remember playing Twisted Metal the most, whether it's the first game, second game, Twisted Metal Black on the PS2, it captures the essence of that very, very well with just how the show looks and how it feels. It's very fun. It's very exciting. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of, you know, car violence and all of that. But it's also very funny. It's very humorous in the ways that it comments on, you know, society and how we would act if this was a real thing. You get a lot of that with Twisted Metal. And you also get some room to breathe. But the 10-episode format, it feels like it could have been maybe 8 episodes. I don't know. It's always hard with these types of things because some of the characters are really memorable, like Sweet Tooth, and some of them are less memorable as you go along. But the premise of the show takes you on this journey from California to Chicago and back. And John Doe is tasked by Raven, who is Neve Campbell, to pick up some supplies and get them back to her before they expire. That's the basic premise that gets you along. And so he has to go on this route away and there in this really rudimentary sort of diner map to get to Chicago, which is hilarious. Everything is built around these cities that are walled off, like San Francisco. Las Vegas is one of them that's run by Sweet Tooth. You get all of these characters that you meet along the way that are nefarious, violent, have cars, and so it's the car combat is always there. You always have that as in the show, at least. The only thing that I can say sort of they're bad about the show is that some of the CGI, it's not bad, but it makes the cars look too shiny. They look too fake, you know, when there's explosions and stuff happening. Sometimes it'll be like, why is it that shiny? Like it was just dirty and beat up and now it's shinier looking. And so it takes you a little bit out of it. And then, of course, like I said before, the 10-episode format, it feels like it got stretched a little too thin. Other than that, Twisted Metal is just fantastic. It gives you what you want out of this. You can't really ask for more, especially from an adaptation of a video game where it's a little light on story anyway, so you get this really just simple format to it, and it lends itself to so much humor, so much fun, and so much excitement while watching this show. You can check it out on Peacock on July 27th, and you can watch all the episodes because they all go up at once. They're not messing around with this, so you can check it out. I really enjoyed Twisted Metal. If I was going to give it a score, I would give it an 85 out of 100 because it was that good, but the show premieres on Peacock. Check it out, and if you like more videos like this and you want more reviews, check out this whole playlist. I've got all of my movie reviews and all my TV reviews right here.